Hey guys, it's Drake. El Guapo. Get ready for Seattle Part 2. You know, the cool thing about Seattle is there are so many things to see and do. I couldn't fit it all into one video. I'm going to a second one, and I bet you I'm even going to do a third and a fourth one. This city is amazing, incredible. There are so many things to see. There are so many things to do, experience, eat. It's one of those ports that if you're sailing out of Seattle going up to Alaska or Vancouver, going down, wow, I know that the rule of thumb is to get into the port the day before and you just sleep at a hotel and get to the boat the next day so you don't miss your boat. But with Seattle, I would think it would be a little bit different. I would get into Seattle 2 or 3 days early and actually check out this town. They have so much to offer, you won't be disappointed. Really? Let's go. The ferry to Bainbridge Island. I'm on a boat ride, and when the boat leaves the pier, you have this incredible view of the city, the Ferris wheel, the skyline, the Space Needle. It pulls out. You can do this obviously during the day. You can do this at dusk or at night. When you're on Bainbridge Island, place to eat, which is going to come up in one of the videos. When you're on Bainbridge Island, there's a pizza place out there called Via Rosa Pizzeria, which has gotten some excellent reviews. There's the REI home base. REI was started in Seattle and they have their flagship store there. Some things to see and do as far as for new products. If you are into being adventurous. Certainly, if you're going on these cruises to Alaska, and let's say you've forgotten some of the coats, the mittens, I usually like getting brake heat packs for hunters. They're hand warmers that you can slip into gloves. Anything like that, boy, you shouldn't have too much of a problem finding that there. That's all expensive. If you don't take the ferry to Bainbridge Island and you still want that kind of water experience as a boat, whether you're flying there, I know if you're getting on your cruise, obviously it's a little bit different. You can always take a water taxi to go out and to go to the west side of Seattle. And that's a great option because it's not a whole entire day or half a day. It's really, really fast when you do that. Siempre. At the pier at the water taxi, there's a great restaurant called Marination Station. This used to be a food truck. They were so popular that they started this restaurant right there at the water taxi, so you can grab a sandwich. Heard very, very good. Yummy. Pioneer Square. You know, Seattle's history is based on the gold rush of people coming out and going up to Alaska. And Pioneer Square was where some of these funds of the gold and the riches and the monetary funds that go with that come and trickle down back into the mainland 48. And Pioneer Square is one of those older places showing the history of the Pacific Northwest. And the building setup, the architecture, great fun day to relax, sit down, just enjoy. One of the things you really should check out, and this is why I was saying give Seattle more than one day, is a place called Starbucks Reserve. Now, Starbucks itself started in the Pike Street Market. They've opened up a reserve store, and it's this rotisserie, but it also has Starbucks products and seats and places to mingle and try new things and different machines to go over whether a cold press or a drip would be give you a better tasting coffee, so you can experiment with all this stuff. Very, very popular. One of those things that I would highly recommend that you do. Caliente. There is a place in Seattle called Discovery Park. And this park is getting back to nature. You're by the coast, obviously, seeing as far as for waterfronts, a lot of hiking trails. There is a lighthouse at the end of the trail that you can go to, someplace for you to get away, just get back to nature. Oh, that's pretty. Not too many sights to see except for the lighthouse and the occasional boats and stuff. So that'd be something to think about. This waterfall, called Chihuly Waterfall, is spectacular. It's about twice as high as Niagara Falls, but it doesn't have the width. There's no horseshoe. It's not like the American Falls on the other side. It was used for power generation and a power plant. The falls themselves are wonderful, as you can see. There's a path that you can walk down. It's about a mile. Walk from the top of the falls down to the bottom of the falls. Wow. Again, another one of those things that really would be cool. There's a tour in Seattle, and it's an underground tour. This might be something is to be. The underground tour is very interesting because it goes into the origins of Seattle as to when they were growing as a city and how they had to overcome and adapt to some of the big problems that face modern cities.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, come on in. I know. It's we can see them, they don't see us. It's kind of fun. There's a game with kids. We wait for people to walk over, then we shout help. We try that? I'll say 1, 2, 3. We'll try it. 1, 2, 3. Help!
One of the biggest things was sewage. I know that sounds strange, but Seattle had a big sewage problem, and their solution was to raise the town, meaning to actually lift it up. So all the houses on the with a first floor, that first floor would now become the second floor and essentially be the first floor. I know that sounds very confusing. We'll try this another way. Most of the houses didn't have basements. They just had a first floor. The solution for Seattle was to raise houses and fill in dirt so that they could have adequate sewage so that people wouldn't be polluting the ocean and the sounds. What they did with this dirt fill was actually created basements where there were none before. These basements over time have been forgotten. And this tour takes you around Seattle, around downtown, showing you these areas that were from the original part of the city that not too many people know about. It's called the Underground Tour. Really neat. I mean, something that, again, is unique to as far as for Seattle. A few moments later. It's been a lot of fun. If you like the content, please remember to subscribe, click the notifications, and hit that like button. It'll be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Bye.